another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. And tonight I am closing out my last of the beers from Kona Brewing Company. So if you saw a few of the other videos earlier today, I uploaded one of the other Kona beers, and I did their IPAs last week. And this was from a variety pack that I actually picked up. So now I'm going to actually get into their Big Wave Golden Ale. So here you can see that right there. And this is the last of the four. I got 3 of each in the pack when I actually picked it up. And a Golden Ale is actually a nice little style that you can actually enjoy and sit back and relax with, especially if you're just getting into some of the craft beers coming over from Macro. It's an easy style to crossover with. So it's always nice when they actually come out with some of the golden ales, especially for some of the people that are not usually your craft beer drinkers. So I'm going to go ahead and get this baby cracked open. This one comes in at 4.4% ABV. And let me check one thing here. Just want to make sure we are all set and you are seeing the broadcast coming through. It's kind of looking like something is going on here, and I just want to make sure all is good to go. I'm actually doing this with the Mob Crush Studio, running it through YouTube. And let me take a look. I'm not seeing any of the chat response pop up. That's why I was kind of curious to make sure this is all good. Hopefully it is, and hopefully it is ending up somewhere that I will actually have that here on file. But let's go ahead and crack this baby open and see what this one is actually all about. On the label, it does make mention that year-round, the waves that roll onto Hawaiian beaches are some of the best in the world. Catch the crest of a breaking wave and ride it all the way in. Also, our sun-drenched Big Wave Golden Ale is a smooth brew inspired by what makes Hawaii catch a wave. Or sorry, it makes Hawaii great, catch a wave. And it's got a date on here of January 8th of 20. So we are like at April 6th. So we're just 3 months out, and it's not too far at all for the beer being pretty much in good shape. And just in case, I want to give me 1 second here. I'm just going to hit the record button on this in case it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and then that way I will actually have a backup to it as well. I think it's just a chat thing that's actually screwing up, which if you are commenting, I do apologize if I'm not seeing them. I will have to check this after the stream, but if you leave any comments there, I will also catch those and respond in there as well. Alright, I found a thing that I needed, and there we go. So, let's go ahead and get this baby open. Find my bottle opener. There we go. Pop the top, a little bit of a smoke out of the glass. Get a nice little pour here. And for this, I'm just using a shaker pint. Get that last rush in there so we get a nice head to open up the aromas. Release the carbonation. Got a little of the DGM in the house. This one had been sitting for a bit. Guess I might have missed a spot or two, but anyway, there you go. Lots of carbonation in play. If you can see some of the bubble action streaming to the top of the head, that was a pretty much white head. Came out about 1.5 fingers, so decent size, down to about 1 finger now. With good streaming carbonation, nice golden orange type color on the beer. Aroma-wise, you do get a nice feel of a hop bite here. It's got a little bit of a fruitiness to it. A little bit of a piney type feel. But it's not overly coming out. It's not going to turn you off if you're maybe not a bittering type person. but I also get that nice feel of almost like a floral scent with it. Taste wise, wow, this one actually has a nice crisp and refreshing feel to it. Had a pretty nice bite there on the taste. Flavor came through nicely. I get a little bit of a grassy, piney type feel in the mouth. I am picking up some of the malts. I'm picking up a little bit of a yeasty type feel, which is why this style does stand out some. It's a nice crossover beer. As I mentioned, you're getting a little bit of a feel with it, kind of if it would have been a lager, but it also has more of that ale feel with some of the hops that are in play. So a great beer to, or a great style to check out for those looking to get more into some of the craft type beers. Carbonation dances nicely on the tongue. Nice prickly sensation in play. Can feel a little bit of the accent there in the cheeks as well. Great refreshing quality. Great taste to it. 4.4 ABV. Not thin, not watery, which I also like. This will be a nice one to kick back and enjoy if you're kind of starting to get into things around the house, out in the yard, doing yard work with the weather breaking. A nice lawnmower type beer to finish up with. This one is definitely a nice one to get. This may be one of my favorite, if not the favorite, out of the ones that I've actually had. It's really decent. It's really nice. I don't really check out Kona as much as I could. Of course, they're out of Hawaii. They are owned by one of the bigger companies now, so I call them like a crafty beer, like a lot of people do, because technically they don't fall into the brewer's definition anymore. But the Big Wave is also noted a light golden ale with a subtle fruitiness and delicate hop aroma. Smooth, easy drinking, refreshing ale. The light roasted honey malt contribute to the golden hue of the beer and also give a slight sweetness that is balanced out by our special blend of hops. And to that, I definitely do agree. It's got a lot of that actually happening, and that sweetness that I'm getting there, definitely reminiscent of the honey. And definitely one I would say check out if you like a light, refreshing beer. A nice solid one out of the pack. I'm going to put this up on Untapped. If you're on Untapped, you can always connect with me at Rod J BeerVentures. That's where I put the ratings and stuff like that. And my rating system is a little bit different. You know, everybody tries to put different things into their numbers, but people don't really know what they're actually meaning for the people that are doing it. You know, a 5 is just an excellent all-around, very little, if any, flaw. 4, a very good beer, just doesn't really get to that next level for me. 3 is a very good beer, or a good beer, but it's just off on a few type of things. So when you see me give a 3.75 or something like that on some beers, they're still decent beers. They just aren't to the next level I would like them at. 2 is pretty much a fair beer, and a 1 is just one that's kind of at the bottom. I wouldn't actually take a look at again. But this one here is one I would definitely say check out if you happen to see it and you're a Golden Ale fan. Kona did a nice job with the Big Wave, and it's definitely one that I wouldn't mind picking up again, especially as it heats up. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I was planning to do a little chatting with you guys as well tonight, but somehow the OBS thing, because I scheduled this one out ahead of time, and I think something may have been missed where it's not showing that. So I'm going to check to see if it does pop up. If not, you'll get this on the replay, because I will pull it from the saved recording and upload it then. I look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.